This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. This video is brought to you by Surfshark. Stick around. In just a moment, I'm going to talk about a new exclusive offer for my audience. Before I do that, though, I want to ask the question, where are Republicans? Donald Trump this morning, just minutes ago, tweeted, "I won the election." I retweeted it with loser.com, and in order to retweet it, you have to bypass a giant warning message from Twitter indicating that the thing you're getting ready to tweet is false. It is wrong. These are scary times that the President of the United States of America is tweeting that he won the election that just took place, that he didn't win. That Joe Biden beat him by over 5 million votes, and he lost the Electoral College by a margin that he called a landslide when he beat Hillary Clinton by it. And this is causing his supporters, his most fervent, frothing at the mouth supporters, to congregate, to gather in Washington, D.C. in what they called the Million MAGA March. Before I get to that, though, I want to talk about today's sponsor, Surfshark. Being someone who's online a lot, whether it be researching for my videos or being on social media or shopping online more since we're all home a lot more, I'm at risk. We're at risk. And the best way to keep ourselves safe online is using a virtual private network, or a VPN. I use and recommend Surfshark. And for a limited time, using my link, surfshark.deal/Dollemore, you can get 84% off a 2-year plan and 4 extra months completely free. Getting it through my link makes your subscription only $2.13 per month, so you can browse securely on all of your devices, all of them simultaneously. If you're not using a VPN like Surfshark, all your data sent via the internet, including passwords, private messages, credit card numbers when you buy something online, photos, videos, really anything that you consider private and sensitive, is at risk. Surfshark encrypts all those data you send over the internet, protecting it all using industry-leading security and data encryption, but doing it while being super simple to use. So go to surfshark.deal/Dollemore to get 84% off, and know that they're so confident you'll love your new security, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. All right, back to the topic at hand. Donald Trump tweeting, "I won the election," continuing to whip up his supporters into a frenzy. They show up in Washington, D.C. at what they're dubbing the Million MAGA March. There wasn't a million people there, not even close. There was maybe 10,000 people there, including Proud Boys, 3%ers, dangerous militia people, this odd amalgam of anti-government people who are supporting Donald Trump even though he runs 1/3 of the government. It doesn't make any sense. There's Confederate flags being flown alongside American flags. There's the desecration of the American flag with the Blue Lives Matter flag, which is a violation of flag code. These people don't care. But they're dangerous. And they believe delusions to be true. They're dangerous. And they are being whipped up not only by Donald Trump, but also his health advisors, his medical advisors, his coronavirus advisors. Dr. Scott Atlas, who's not an epidemiologist, who's not a virologist, who's not an expert in pandemic policy, in government response to pandemics. He's none of these things. He's a radiologist. He looks at x-rays and MRI results, ultrasounds. He's not an expert in the field. The reason he has his job, we're going to get to what he did in a second, the reason he has his job is because Fox News put him on the air he said something that aligned with Donald Trump's worldview, delusional, deranged worldview, and Donald Trump hired him. He tweeted in opposition to the governor of Michigan. First of all, he retweeted this tweet, and he said something dangerous. The tweet was, Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer has announced an epidemic order for 3 weeks, starting this Wednesday. In-person learning for high schools and colleges are halted. Indoor dining, theaters, stadiums, organized sports, except pros, are no longer open. They're experiencing record-setting levels of a new infection and deaths in the state of Michigan, much like the United States and just about every state in the Union. So she's acting prudently and responsibly and with care and passion for the citizens of Michigan. To which Dr. Scott Atlas tweeted, the only way this stops is if people rise up. You get what you accept. Hashtag freedom matters. Hashtag step up. You know, spoken like a doctor. Spoken like someone who took an oath to do no harm. He doesn't live in a vacuum. It's not like he's unaware that federal authorities a month or two ago arrested multiple individuals who were plotting to kidnap and possibly kill Governor Gretchen Whitmer. I did a video about it. It was national news. There's no way he doesn't know that when he tweets, rise up, Michigan. He's emulating his Lord and Savior Donald Trump, who tweets, liberate Michigan. This is dangerous because the same nutters who are in Washington, D.C. at the Million MAGA March are among the same people who were plotting to kidnap and possibly murder this leader. And one, in full disclosure, he did deny that it was a call to violence. He tweeted, hey, he started his tweet with hey, I never was talking at all about violence. Maybe the good doctor could take a class on how to construct a sentence properly. Hey, I never was talking at all about violence. People vote. People peacefully protest. Never would I endorse or incite violence. Never. But we know what it means when you say rise up and uprising. We know what it means in this context. Dr. Atlas. Now let's visit. Let's see what kind of tyrannical response he wants people to rise up against. Here's Gretchen Whitmer from just a couple hours ago on MSNBC talking about not only the threat, which she mostly ignores, but also what she is planning to do in response to the spikes of coronavirus infections and deaths in the state of Michigan.
A reminder that Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer was the target of an alleged domestic terrorism kidnapping plot just a few months ago. Joining us now, Democratic Governor of Michigan, Gretchen Whitmer. Thank you very much for being on. This has been such a difficult time for you personally, but obviously for your state. And this tweet certainly did not help.
It actually took my breath away, to tell you the truth. We are in the midst of the worst weeks of this pandemic. We've been going through this for 9 months, and right now the numbers are as bad as they've been at any given time. And so we have to take aggressive measures. With the vacuum of leadership in Washington, D.C., it's on the state's governors to do what we can to save lives and to follow epidemiologists and public health experts. And they're telling us not to gather indoors as our temperatures plummet and we're on the brink of flu season. We know we have to take action now to save lives. The modeling, Mika, shows that we'll lose another 20,000 people just here in Michigan between now and the middle of February if we don't take aggressive action now. So for 3 weeks, we're going to tighten things up, batten down the hatches, and try to get everyone to rise to the challenge in front of us.
What a tyrant who needs to be risen up against. What a jackbooted thug Gretchen Whitmer is. That she's trying to prevent 20,000 Michiganders from dying between now and the middle of February. And Scott Atlas has the temerity, the gall, the lack of adherence to rationality to call for people to rise up against her. It's disgusting, reprehensible, un-American. He's just a disgruntled white libertarian douche, a clown who happens to have the ear of our conspiracy theory president. For the next matter of weeks, he has the ear of the president. Look, this is what we're talking about here. Look at these cases. Look at this chart. This is about trends. This isn't about one day Michigan had a bad day and she's battening down the hatches, as she says. That's not what this is about. This is about over the course of the last 14 days, the trend is rising. 113% increase in cases of COVID-19. 144% increase in deaths. And 107% increase in hospitalization. Which is a greater number than the United States as a whole, which those numbers, relative to the ones I just read, are 81, 39, and 44%. They're in a bad spot in Michigan. And one of the reasons, one of the main reasons they're in a bad spot in Michigan is because idiots don't wear their masks. They refuse to, because my freedom. Wear your mask. Not only will it protect you, and if you're unconcerned with that, it will protect your fellow Americans. Will protect others. Have a little empathy. Anyway, we're almost through this. Just a matter of days now until Joe Biden will be inaugurated as the President of the United States. And we can move forward, taking the advice of scientists, taking the advice of experts, relying upon data, those data that the Donald Trump administration have ignored for almost a year now. Done nothing. Acted politically before anything else. Anyway, I would love to know what you think. Please give me a call, 714-576-4054. There you can leave me a voicemail. You can also email me, daily@dollemore.com. I would love to hear from you. I need to start doing a more regular mailbag episode where I answer questions and feature voicemails and emails. All that's on the horizon. We're growing this operation here. Things are changing. I'd love to have you consider supporting my channel, consider supporting my work. You can become a channel member. Click the join button below the video there. For fewer than $2 a month, you can help support my work, my independent work here on YouTube. Right now, it is more important than ever that there are independent voices out there who are unfettered by influence from mainstream outlets and everything else. So if I'm not your flavor, I always say it, if I'm not for you, that's fine. I'm not for everybody. But support someone out there who does bring you value. It is important. You could buy merch. The merch shelf below the video should be showing you some t-shirts that say be genuine and take care of one another and Dollemore Daily. All that goes a long way to help support my work. I love you guys. I appreciate you. I'd love to see you following me on social media. Connect with me on social media. Anyway, keep your chin up. We're almost through this. I love you guys. I'll see you next time. Be genuine. Take care of one another.